Hello there and welcome to yoga sessions, to Yesyoga. We'll start with some smoke here just to set the ambience. As you know, yoga DJ sessions love smoke machines and we'll have some at home as well. Why not? My name is Christian Wigert and we're going to start by laying down in child's pose, thighs wide apart, wiggling from side to side. So see if you can make this a movement where you use your hips a little bit, let your belly hang loose, move high up on your fingertips like a spider. Got to keep track of time here. So just move, wiggle from side to side. So press down your fingertips a little bit to get some activity in your arm muscles. And move. So I will show you like this. You see that I move my hips, try to reach my heels with my seat, and then roll on up to stand on all fours, shoulders above your wrists, hips above your knees, knees hip wide apart. And take as a custom to press down your fingers to alleviate pressure on your wrists. If you have problems with your wrists, you can move up high on your knuckles, or put your fingertips down, or worst case scenario, move down like this. So just wiggle your hips from side to side. And then straight away we'll get some activity in the core, and you do it by tucking your toes in, lifting your knees a couple of centimeters from the floor, and just stay there. So here, as in other postures, try to think about where you have to recruit, mobilize strength to make this possible. And you will soon find that this is a little bit strenuous, and we'll make it even more strenuous. So take one small step forward with your left foot and your right hand, keeping the distance of a couple of centimeters between your knees and the floor. So one step forward, one step back, one step forward, left hand, right foot, one step back, left hand, right foot, one step forward, left foot, right hand, one step back, right hand, left foot. Put your knees down again, wiggle your hips, and move into this circular mood that I always include in my classes. So you basically, it's called the swirl, and what you do is you activate your whole body and start this negotiation with your body, the communication, and we will try not to introduce any rigid static postures. We always move all the time. We'll move during the whole class. And maybe you will find some sport where you have to stretch out particularly, where you feel that you have to loosen up a little bit. So just keep on doing it, and eventually you can move down the side of your chest and try to keep it in a soft, tender manner when moving. Wonderful. And today we'll actually move directly into down dog. So put your palms slightly forward, tucking your toes, and move into the first down dog of the day. And this is also the start of the conversation with your body. So stretch it a little bit left, a little bit right. Maybe putting your right foot a little bit forward and gaze under your left arm. Do the same thing on the other side. Put your left foot a little bit forward, stretch, press away, and gaze under your right arm. And while I'm standing here, you might notice that you don't have any music here, and that's because my voice should be heard. But you can always put on some playlists from yesyoga.se on Spotify, or you can listen, for example, to our eminent resident DJ Kurt Lundberg's playlists or his live broadcasts on the Yoga DJ Sessions Facebook. Okay, let's move again to down dog. I'm going to make something that makes something of a perpetuum mobile, ever increasing and ever lasting circular movement. So move down your knees, approximately 1.5 decimeter from the floor. Press yourself forward into plank, move high up on your toes, and move back to down dog. Press away, stabilize, sock in your belly towards your spine, and again forward. So this is soft movement, and I guess that you will quite soon feel that your body is again working during this class, which is called Lockdown Body Unlock. So we will unlock the body during lockdown. There you go. Move here for a while. Then move down on your knees and again wiggle from side to side. And why not make a variation of the cat and cow? And this time, when you curve your back up, you press your palms slightly forward, suck in your belly, watch your belly, and tuck your tailbone in, which means tilting your pelvic floor up towards your belly button. In position, make some small circles, slow circles with your belly, painting the circles with your belly. After a while, slowly let your belly hang loose, lift your chest a little bit in between your shoulders, wiggle your hips from side to side, and when you lift your chest, you feel a slight stretch on your belly. And again, curve your back up, press your palms slightly forward if you want to reach deeper in the position. Lift your pelvic floor, tuck your tailbone in. We make the circles the other way around this time, small tiny circles, just to not get stuck in any rigid position. Again, slowly let go, lift your chest, wiggle your hips. Now we rested enough to take one step forward and move into about the same movement before, but the other way around. So move again to down dog. Stretch a little bit. You know, down dog is not about straight legs, it's about empowering the back. So feel your shoulder blades, feel your biceps. Keep on pressing down your fingers. This time move high up on your toes and curve your back forward when you reach plank. If you have a sensitive lower back, you might want to stay in plank. Other than that, you can move to an up dog on your toes. And by keeping you can still negotiate with your body, you can still move, wiggle from side to side. And again, high up on your toes, move back into down dog. Again, high up on your toes, curve your back forward. And you move down, not all the way with your hips. And try to have some support here from your belly and also lift up between your shoulders. Again, high up on your toes. Into down dog, third time up on your toes, curve your back forward. And you know, you can rest anytime. You can just rest anytime. You should never feel any pain during yoga. It should be nice. You should enjoy it. All right, so we make this even more difficult. Lift your right foot 1 decimeter from the floor. Get high up on your toes, on your left foot. And again, curve your back forward, keeping, this is a three-legged up dog, so you keep your right foot 1 decimeter from the floor. Then move back. Lift your left leg high up, press away. And you can take the opportunity to get some stretch on your left calf. Put down your right foot. Lift your left foot 1 decimeter from the floor. Move up high on your toes, on your right foot. Shoot forward, and again, an up dog with 3 supporting, 2 hands and 1 foot. Moving back, get up. Stretch your left leg up. Put your left foot down. And again, move up, down on your knees. And it's time for a slight little rest. And I will take the opportunity to check that the broadcast is in motion, that everything's working. It looks that way. So the closed child's pose, where you can experience a weightless back, is like this. So knees together, arms along your side, palms facing the ceiling, and your forehead on the floor or on a cushion. And even here you can have some minimalistic moves, keeping the communication with the body open. All right, we move up. This time tucking your toes, try to reach a position, a horizontal position with your knees, with your thighs, and take as a custom to see if you can use your shoulder blades or your chest for stability. And as you can see, my legs are shaking. Now we know that we are doing it the right way. So slowly move down. Try to keep your back in a horizontal position. Slowly move down. And it goes faster and faster, I'm afraid. Knees down. Now for the hard part. See if you can come up and reach stability in the position. Try to keep your thighs horizontal. And then move back. If you can, move down on your whole foot and reach forward. And we see if we can transform ourselves into a machine. Moving forward, moving back. Moving forward, moving back. And I also would like to take the opportunity to actually do some advertisement for my friends at naturligyoga.se. They have these wonderful yoga mats in Cork. They are extremely light. They are of course eco-friendly. And they, despite the lightness, it has a good support for your knees, so you don't need anything else. All right, back to all fours. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Again, put your palms slightly forward and move to down dog. We will do a kind of Norwegian yoga here. So we start by trying to reach the straight line from your hand up to your heel and flex foot and see if you can activate the muscles. And then move slowly forward, and this time put your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Always lift it in place if you have to. Align your toes with your fingertips. And I want you to wobble a little bit from side to side here. Open up, making circles. Maybe your right foot is slightly lifting from the floor. It's a 45-degree angle out. So move, make circles. There you go. I have to move some stuff here. Actually, we're in my living room, and which is now the studio. And this time, put your pointing finger and your thumb together and see if you can swipe your left leg under your body without touching the floor, and stretch your left leg out and lift with your left hand. Moving back, stretching the leg out without touching the floor, moving forward, moving back. There you go. And when you get tired of this, move back to down dog. All right, we'll take the other side this time. So you can see all the delicacies of the movements. Wiggle from side to side, press away. And lift your left leg up. Again, you might take the opportunity to have the direction of the right heel towards the floor, but you don't have to overexhaust your hamstrings. Now left foot on the outside of your left hand. Again, opening up your hips by wiggling from side to side, making circles. Opening up, belly heavy here. Thumb and pointing finger together. Swipe your right leg under and lift with your left, with your right hand. Move back without touching the floor. Move forward. Move back. Move forward, and do this 25 times. I don't have to because I'm the instructor. Okay, move back to down dog. Again, always an opportunity to stretch out your body. Traditionally, down dog is actually a resting position. Wiggle from side to side. Yes. And we move down on all fours again. This time I would like you to see if you can put your left calf, your left shin bone, slightly out to the left, keeping your knee in the same place. Creating space to grab hold of your right, the top of your right foot, and slowly move into this position where you lift your chest, where you try to put your hips a little bit forward. You press away your leg and at the same time pulling it towards your body. So open up, it's a wonderful chest opener. Gaze towards the ceiling. And put your knee down. Move to the other side. And I stay on this side so you can see how I put my right calf out to create space and stability to grab hold of my left foot. And reaching for the sky with my chest, strong shoulder blades. Lifting my hips up towards the sky. Pressing away and pulling at the same time. There you go. Back to all fours. Wiggle your hips. Rest a little bit. All right. Again, tuck in your toes. Move your hands a little bit forward. Back to down dog. Lift your right leg up. Move your right foot in direction of your right hand and take it slow here. Create space by curving your back, pressing your thigh up towards your chest, and maybe moving up on your fingertips to create even more space to put down your right foot as close to your right hand as possible. And as you can see, I don't reach my right hand here. Not today. So I grab hold under my right thigh and lift my foot in place so I can align my toes with my fingertips. And I bounce a little bit in this low lunge. Move back a little bit for the next move. This time I bounce a little bit and I move up. Establishing a horizontal thigh. Move back to lunge. Wiggling, moving up again. And this time I'm staying here, placing my right hand on the outside of my left knee and stretching out my left arm. So I lift my chest here, try to create a straight line from my left knee to my left hand. And then again back to low lunge, wiggling a little bit. I'm now going to exchange the position of my feet. So I want to put my left foot forward. And I do this by bouncing a little bit and then putting the left foot in place on this, aligning my hands with my shoes, with my feet, I'm sorry. Taking one step forward, whoops, just getting some stability, moving back, always rolling, always moving, and move. So basically what we do now is leaving our body to the workshop. An analogy with bringing your car into the workshop to get some repair, self-repair. You can also use the analogy of massage. One more time up. This time place your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Lift your chest. Keep your shoulders down. And see if you can rotate a little bit more, starting from your belly. Again, move back. And we roll a little bit. This time I put my right foot forward. And I come to a position where I can really hang loose and look at my legs. I bend my knees to create space. I want to have contact with the floor. I want to, if possible, reach some stretch on my lower back. So really become heavy here. Let your head hang loose. Let the blood rush through your brain. Maybe say yes and no with your head to release tension in your neck. Maybe grabbing hold of your elbows like we do in the ragdoll pose. Moving from side to side, making a half circle, moving in direction of the knees. Again, hang loose. Now this time slowly roll up, and as you can see I'm actually sitting down a little bit more during this, and when I'm halfway I lift my pelvic floor up, arms in a circle, stretch up my arms. I don't know if you can see my hands now, so I sit down a little bit, And then maybe a slight back bend before moving down, sweeping your fingertips across on the floor, moving your arms up, back as much as you can. And then again, bend your knees, press away, all the way up. Lifting your pelvic floor, stretching your arms up. And one more time. Moving down, arms up, and pressing away. This time, bend your knees. And it's as if someone is pulling your seat back when moving down in direction of the floor. I put my hands down and I jump or walk to plank. Wiggle a little bit. Establishing plank. So in plank you recruit strength in between your shoulder blades and you tuck your tailbone in. So the core is really active here. Move from side to side. In this position you should be able to place a cup of coffee filled to the brim on your lower back. So the back should be horizontal, moving like this. And we move to down dog. Again, pressing away. We move back to plank. And it's time for the first side plank of the day. We will try, you know that you can put your, move down on your forearm or put your knee down, but we'll try, see if we can place the foot of the upper leg as far up in the groin as possible. And in this position, stretch your arm over your head and focus on your waistline. Seat muscles always active. Stretch and lift up. So waistline in focus. Whoa, that was difficult. So I move on the other side so you can see properly how I'm doing this. So rely on your lower leg. Put the foot of your upper leg on the inside of your lower thigh and stretch over your head. I don't know if you can even see my hand here. That's as far as I stretch. There you go. Pressing up and moving back to plank. Wiggle from side to side. Again, move to down dog. Feeling the power of your shoulder blades. And moving down on your knees. Well, ladies and germs, it's time for some kombucha break. This kombucha, this cherry kombucha, is from my friends at Kvarterets Kombucha. Normally we don't do any liquid during yoga class, but this was a break for the commercial for Kvarterets Kombucha. Excellent. Really good for your belly. Keeps your immune system really strong. Alright, so we'll take it a little bit easier now for a while and sit with legs crossed and just see if you can let your body become heavy, making some half circles, and try to include your shoulders as well. Loosen up. So now I'm mirroring you. So I'm taking my right hand, grabbing hold of my left toe. Try to stretch the leg out and stretching out my left arm. In position, lift your chest. Maybe move a little bit vertical, move a little bit horizontal. As I said, keep the dialogue open. Move a little bit. And to the other side, grab hold of the right toe, big toe with your left hand, stretch the leg out, stretch your arm out, and move a little bit. Alright, legs still crossed, stretch your arms up, really feel that you lift here. It's like holding a globe, a big globe. The universal cosmopolitan globe in your hands. So a tight grip, moving from side to side. move to the middle, lean forward, and again, see if you can get some connection between your fingertips and the floor. And usually you feel a stretch here in the lower part of your seat muscles. Wiggle from side to side, as we always do. Maybe tiptoe a little bit forward, but always keep contact with your seat and the mat. Move from side to side. If you want, you can move to the side a little bit, but keeping the dialogue open. Keep on wiggling. Again, move to the other side. And again, move to the middle, tiptoe back. And as you know, I'm not much for esotericism, but why not have some mystical mist here? Just to create some ambiance. That would be enough. You must at least see me. Alright, so this time put your soles together like this. And see, how can I keep my soles a couple of centimeters from the floor? It's not by hunching, it's by lifting your chest, and you feel that you get support from your belly and your lower back. So this position, just for a while. Breathing, of course. Today we will finish off with a guided meditation with focus on breathing this time, of conscious breathing. Now put down your feet, create a kind of a diamond form, a compressed cube, arms under your legs, under your shin bones. At first, palm facing the floor. Oh, that was a lot of smoke. And then you tiptoe forward as much as you can. Then placing your hands with palms facing the ceiling, just along your feet without grabbing hold of anything. And in this position, see if you can just collapse. So gradually let your head become heavier. Maybe moving a little bit from side to side. Heavier and heavier. And even heavier. An opportunity to rest a little bit. Whoa, I almost fell asleep there. So move back. Again, legs crossed. Lift your chest up and see if you can lift your chest and then move forward with your chest lifted until you can't lift it anymore. And then you curve your back, moving back, pressing back, lifting your chest, keeping your shoulders down, moving forward. Again, moving back, moving forward, and moving back. You can stay here for a while if you want to. Then placing your hands behind yourself, see if you can get your knees down, and lift your hips and your chest. And lift it even more. Yes, there you go. If you want, you might try to what we call, in Sweden called the lutfisk. So it's kind of a reversed plank. So move like this and see if you can lift one leg up. Maybe you can lift the other one up. Who knows? And we walk back with the feet to create the table pose. Try to reach a horizontal line from your knees up to your shoulders. And then place the hands direction of your fingers that suits you. Always adapt the postures and the movements to yourself, to your own body. You know best. I stretch my left leg up as much as I can. I move down almost to the floor and then up again. And then up again. Woof. Again, right leg, move down and up. Good for your arms. It's not so often that you activate your biceps and your arm muscles in yoga. So move up and down. Move back to table pose, but stay there. Like being the relaxed person that you are, you put your left leg over your right. Move up on your toes a little bit. Put the left leg down, put your right leg over your left. Move up and down. Again, back to table pose. And slowly put your seat down. Maybe you can move a little bit up and down here. Why not? And be down for a while. Feel the power when you lift your seat up. Wiggle from side to side. And put your seat down. Why not shake loose a little bit? Also lifting your chest up. All right, so now put your feet down and roll forward to a squatting position. It could be a challenge to put down your whole sole, but we try. If you can't put down your whole sole, try to increase the distance between your feet. So sit here for a while, just wiggle. See if you can become really heavy here. We're going to see how we can activate the seat muscles. So just lift your arms slightly from your knees and lift your seat. So at the same time, put the on button both on your seat and your chest. Strong shoulder blades. And then down again. Relax. Up. Relax. And up. And here you feel really the activation of your abdomen muscles when you lift up your seat. Now place your right hand quite low on your left shin bone, and at the same time lifting your seat a little bit, rotating up. There you go. Moving slowly down, put your hand on the other side and lift your seat just a little bit. Feel the power of your thighs here. Always try to keep your hand open, spreading your fingers. Feel the almost rubber-like elasticity of your body. So yoga is about self-awareness, and that's about awareness of your body, and that's what we're doing right now. Just exploring, discovering. Again, rest for a while. Now we're in the perfect position to put down the palms, move high up on your toes, and place your shin bone on your upper arm. There you go. Oh, and gaze slightly forward. Don't jump into the position. Again, move down. The alternative here, if you cannot, so basically what you do is you create space by putting your upper part of your body low and high up on your toes to get space. You move down with your arms to create space. And then move slightly forward. And then back. The alternative, as I started to say, is to direct your elbows to the space between your shin bone, between your calves and your thighs. In this position, press your legs towards your elbows. That will be better, so you can see me. There you go. Fantastic. We're going to actually stand on our heads, but we're going to do it in a relatively safe way. And you can move from there to stretching up your legs, but I'll show you. And you can also do this in pairs with your partner at home, with your kids. So you might find it more safe to have someone in front of you. So what you do is, and look carefully here, what I do is I move down on my forehead on the top of my forehead, really on the top. And I just myself get used to this position by massaging my forehead. Now I place my elbows just above my wrists. I move up and I walk closely and see if I can put one leg over the other. Find a plateau where I can gaze towards Australia or somewhere. So don't jump up. Again, we repeat. Move down with your forehead, massage your forehead. Place your hands solidly so you have a vertical position from your elbow to your wrist. Place your knees and lift up. And from here, if you feel like it, you can stretch one leg up, the other leg up, whatever you like to do. And down. And then if you have low blood pressure as I have, slowly lift your head so we don't get unconscious. Okay, we're back. So the final movement here, I didn't keep track exactly about time, but we do have the time now. So we're going to do some variations of the half bridge. So put yourself down, keep about 1 decimeter between your knees, tuck in your shoulder blades, and direct your toes a little bit inwards and move up. No arms under your back. Instead, palms facing the ceiling. Tuck in your shoulder blades even more and press up your waist. Slowly move down, roll down. When you reach the floor, press down your lower back and you get immediately some activity in your abdomen. Let go and again roll up. This time see if you can stretch your right leg out and keep a parallel line with your right thigh and your left thigh. After a while, stretch your leg up as much as you can, pressing your waist up. Putting down the right leg. Do the same on the other side, stretch your left leg out parallel to the right thigh. Flex foot, of course, 90 degrees, like an L. And move up. Put your left foot down. This time, stretch your arms up. Slowly roll down. Get some contact with your lower back, press it down. Lift your chest, lift your seat. Arms parallel to your shin bone. Gaze towards the ceiling so that you don't lift with your neck. And lift a little bit more, lift a little bit more. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Put down your feet. Again, counter posture, move to half bridge. Again, arms up, roll down. Contact with your lower back, press it down a little bit before lifting up. Gaze towards the ceiling. Lift even more, and stay in position for a while. Okay, last time. Move on up. I'm going to stay here for a while. See if we can walk with the feet a little bit to the right. Walk with your feet a little bit to the left, feeling a stretch, a slight stretch in your rib cage. Again, arms up. Roll down. Contact with your lower back. Lift up. Gaze towards the ceiling. Lift a little bit more. And down. There you go. Maybe you want to put up your legs 90 degrees and swing them from side to side, loosening up in your lower back and your waist. And stay here for a while, pressing down your lower back. Work with your right leg down, keeping the 90-degree angle. Always contact, protect your lower back, moving up and down. If you want a more challenging move, still pressing your lower back down, move down with both legs. Yes, it is strenuous. Now we're going to create a forbidden zone here. So you mustn't move with your legs towards your face, you mustn't move your arms towards your knees, This is a forbidden zone, but other than that you can do anything. So this is called floating in space. Thank you, Niklas, my colleague, for this. So you press down your lower back and then you move any way you like. As long as you do not enter the forbidden zone. No legs here, no arms there. Just float in space. And I would suggest, if you find it difficult to watch this on your mobile phone, why don't you use your computer, your laptop, so you get a bigger picture. Roll a little bit from side to side, maybe moving into happy baby pose. Why not? To be able to do this, you have to direct your heels towards your face. Move from side to side, and you can do anything. You can do anything. Also here, stretch one leg out if you can, and then have some pressure down with your thighs towards the floor. All right, so now we roll a little bit on the mat to massage the spine. Try not to hold on to your legs. We get some extra speed here and power to move up and sit, squatting position. Again, move back, roll. And move to squatting position this time. Move all the way up. Let your arms hang loose. Swing from side to side. Move a little bit. Relaxed movements. Take your arms in a circle, intertwine your fingers, or better, just make some contact between your fingertips loose. So try to feel where I can get a stretch here, where I can feel all the ligaments and joints and fascia in my body. From this, create a circle. This is something I got from my friend Henrik, who is a Tai Chi teacher since many, many years. So what we're doing here is we are embracing a tree, preferably an oak, an old oak, or we are listening to it, or we are the oak. So buoyant, some activity between your shoulder blades. Do not let your fingertips touch, they just gaze at one another. In this position, see if you can lift one leg up and keep the buoyancy. Maybe spreading your toes forward for once. Move to the other side, do the same. Trying to keep your spine erect, vertical. And we roll a little bit, maybe a little bit from side to side, keeping the hips in place so we do not follow the move with our hips. From this, direct your palms down towards the floor and open up your chest. If you saw the TV sequel Babylon, Berlin, you know that this is the Berlin strut, but when they did it in Berlin during the 20s, it was much faster. We make it slow as we move in water, liquid yoga. Increase the distance a little bit between your feet. Fold forward with bent knees to protect your back and rotate your arms inward. Move a little bit. This time press away with your soles, sit down a little bit more before moving up, lifting your pelvic floor and open up strong. Keeping your shoulders down, maximum opening of your chest. Wonderful. Again, stretch your arms up, let your fingertips meet. Move a little bit from side to side. Here you can, if you want to, you can move into rotating, make circles with your hips, or folding to the side, whatever. You create the circle, listening to the oak, hundreds of years of crazy stuff happening around the oak, recording it in the fibers of the wood. Again, arms along your side, lifting your chest. So you move from foot to foot, rotate your arms inwards, lean forward, make some movement. And again, press away, open up. Fantastic. Oh, open up even more. Maybe making some circular moves for your wrists. And then see if you can move into a movement that is soft. A little bit like floating in space. No worries. If you want to close your eyes, do it. Maybe here you can feel the lightness of your fingers. Maybe you can see that you feel that you lift your armpit. Lift your armpit, use your shoulder, reach for something. And eventually see if you can get some activity in your shoulders by rotating one hand down, the other one up, and then move from side to side. Try to move as much in your body as possible, even if it's delicate moves. Try to feel your body. Again, lifting the armpits. Can you create something like a waveform with your body? Just spend a few seconds gazing towards your hands, your arms. It's time for some guided meditation, so I will get a few things that I need. So when we sit in meditation, we try to get up quite high. And I usually use my sofa, cushion from my sofa, like this, to reach a stable position. Never any full lotus or half lotus on my classes. It's not good for your knees. So see if you can bring your knees down. If not, just sit like this. If you cannot bring your knees down, try to move up even higher. So in this position, you slide slightly forward on the cushion. You have a hollow back and you lift your chest. Your chin is a little bit closer to the chest so that you don't sit in this position. So you try to direct your nose forward. So you lift your chest. I'm going to sit here for a few minutes. So start by feeling the slight lift in your chest. Shoulders down, strong back, relaxed legs. First, let your breathing calm down a bit. And then we will start with a conscious breathing. It means inhaling and filling up your belly and your chest at the same time. So really inhale, fill up, make a short break, and then exhale. Pressing out the remnants with the help of your belly muscles. Again, short break. Inhale, lift up. Short break, exhale. So try to get into this rhythm of inhaling, exhaling, filling up, make a short break, exhaling, short break, inhale. And try to adapt it to your own body. And try to keep your eyes closed now while you're listening to my guiding of your breathing meditation. So we try to get into the rhythm and try to keep the inhale as long as the exhale. So you can keep track of this this symmetry between inhale and exhale by counting to a number. Whatever it is, 3 or 4 or 5. So keep on doing it. When you inhale, you really feel the expansion of your chest, and you feel that your belly is filling up like a balloon. Short break, exhale. When you have gotten into the rhythm, I want you to, while inhaling, lift your chest just slightly, lift your spine just slightly, a few millimeters towards the ceiling. You make the break, and when you exhale, you keep that level. So gradually, you come higher and higher towards the ceiling, and you might levitate, who knows? So when inhaling, lift your spine, lift your chest just a tiny bit, and keep the position when exhaling. Lifting a tiny bit while inhaling, keep the level while exhaling. And if you feel that you are hunching in the position, just lift up, use your shoulder blades. So you're in a proud position, you're as solid as a rock. If you feel an itch somewhere, don't bother, you know that it's gonna go over in a few seconds. So try to be still. But if you feel that the position is too rigid, you can have a slight pendulum movement from side to side. Only the sound of the refrigerator. Relax your face. Lift a tiny bit while inhaling. Keep the level when exhaling. When thoughts come, direct your attention to your task, and that is lifting a tiny bit while inhaling, keeping the level when exhaling. See if you can relax even more in your face. It's like half whipped cream sliding down. Lifting when inhaling, keeping the position when exhaling. If you hunch, lift your chest even a little bit more. Now put your palms together in front of your chest. You can still keep your eyes closed and rub your palms gently so that they become slightly warmer. Without opening your eyes, place your palms over your eyes, covering them. Gaze into the darkness, gaze into the void, eyes still closed. Without opening your eyes, place your palms in your lap. And now slowly open your eyes. Good morning, welcome back. Put your palms together in front of your chest. Let your index finger, or whatever it's called, I never learned, let them slide down. Keep contact with your palms and wiggle the fingers. Thank you so much for joining today. And as I told you all, if you want playlists for these classes, you can find them on yesyoga.se on Spotify, and also keep track on yesyoga.se on Facebook for live broadcasts and for other adventures in this online service for you. So remember to unlock your body during lockdown. Thank you very much for joining. The revolution will not be televised, but the evolution and revolution of yoga continues.